Marshall Glaze opens up about suicidal thoughts and his journey toward healing. Content warning. This article discusses suicidal ideation and mental health. Marshall Glaze is opening up about a harrowing chapter in his life, sharing a deeply personal story about his struggles with mental health and how he fought his way back from the edge. The Love is Blind alum candidly revealed on the June 4th episode of Amber Desiree A.D. Smith's What's the Reality? Podcast that he experienced a mental health crisis over the past year, which led him to seriously consider ending his life. For Marshall, the emotional toll became overwhelming, pushing him to a place darker than he had ever known. It just got to a point where I had always been morbidly curious but never thought about how to do it, he said, reflecting on the intensity of his emotions. And then one day I'm just down in the dumps, just crazy depressed. Nothing is going right for me in my life, or I feel like nothing's going right. That's what my internal monologue is telling me. He described feeling trapped, as though the walls were closing in. Those voices, that darkness just got a little bit louder, got a little bit darker, and I felt like I was in this box, he recalled. I could turn right, left, up, down, wherever, and it just felt like the walls were just getting closer and closer. And nothing, no favorite meal, no favorite movie, no favorite song, could lift me out of that. Breaking point. The 29-year-old reality star admitted that a particular moment made him realize just how far gone he felt. It was during a conversation with his mother, one he believed might be his last. I knew I had a problem when I was okay with this particular time that I talked to my mom being the last time I talked to her, he said solemnly. I talked to my mom every day multiple times throughout the day. And I was okay with that being the last time. That realization shook him. While he was ready to give in to the darkness, something inside stopped him. A life-changing walk. Instead of acting on those harmful thoughts, Marshall stepped outside his apartment into the rainy streets of Seattle, a city known for its overcast skies and moody weather. But what he found wasn't a city bustling with life. It was silence. I will never forget this. Seattle is a very rainy city, and I lived on a very busy street in downtown Seattle, he shared. At any time of the day there's buses, cars, bikes, people walking. Nobody was out there. No cars, no buses, no bikes, no people, nothing. He just kept walking. I'm walking in the rain. And I'm just walking. And then I walked around the Space Needle, came around back to my apartment, and I'm like, I want to live. When AD responded with how happy she was that he took that walk, Marshall replied, Me too. I'm glad I'm here. The power of speaking out. Marshall believes in the healing power of vulnerability and storytelling. By speaking openly about his experience with suicidal ideation and depression, he hopes to reach someone else who may feel isolated or trapped. It almost sounds silly, like if I say what I was dealing with out loud I'm like, bro, what? He said. But it's just that internal monologue that drives you deeper down the hole. That's what helps me when I talk about it, just opening up about all things. Suicide, depression, and overall unwellness. He added, it helps me heal and I hope that someone out there can resonate with that and someone will choose life. Marshall's story joins others in Hollywood speaking out. Marshall isn't alone in his struggle. Over the years, many celebrities have bravely come forward to discuss their own battles with mental health, shining a spotlight on issues often hidden in the shadows. Penn Badgley, best known for Gossip Girl, opened up about his struggles with body dysmorphia and depression, revealing that he hated his body from a young age. His healing journey has been rooted in spiritual growth. Eliza Coupe, from Scrubs, spoke about her eating disorder, candidly admitting to overexercising and bulimia. Her recovery included cutting sugar, quitting alcohol, and turning to yoga and mindfulness. Candace Cameron Bure, of Full House fame, shared how difficult it was to admit to her depression, even to close friends. It feels so weak, she said on her podcast, but speaking about it was the first step toward healing. Billie Eilish, Katy Perry, and Kendall Jenner have each detailed their experiences with anxiety and depression, offering advice, support, and understanding to fans. Billie stressed patience and the importance of waiting out dark times, while Katy revealed that her car became a safe space during lockdown-induced waves of depression. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Prince Harry have used their platforms to urge men to open up about emotional pain, noting how society often discourages male vulnerability. Taraji P. Henson went a step further by founding the Boris Lawrence Henson Foundation to address mental health stigma in the Black community and increase access to Black therapists. Lorde revealed she turned to psychedelic therapy to deal with stage fright and body image issues. Her openness underscores the many different paths to healing, emphasizing that no one approach works for everyone. Lily Reinhart, Kristen Bell, and Chrissy Teigen have all spoken about how therapy and support systems help them cope with depression, postpartum struggles and anxiety. Cara Delevingne, Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato, Zendaya, Selena Gomez, and Lady Gaga have also been powerful voices in this movement, advocating for therapy, self-awareness, medication when needed, and the importance of honest conversation. Choosing life one day at a time. Marshall Glaze's story is one of many, but it's a reminder of how vital it is to talk about mental health, openly without shame or fear. As he continues to process his pain and find healing through connection, he's choosing to share in hopes that someone else might find the strength to do the same. "I want to live," he said. And with that walk through the rain, he took the first step toward doing just that.